Hello guys. Hello. So today I want to quickly teach how to cut bubu dress, a butterfly bubu dress. So anytime you join, you can watch the video later. So first I fold my fabric like this side is open and is unfold. So you're going to fold this way, fold it into two this way. So after you are done folding it, you take this edge to join this other one. Okay, so make sure you arrange it very well so the two will be equal. So after folding it, this is how it will be. This is how it will look like. So to make things easier, I've already cut out the length of the dress I'm sewing. The length I have here is 35 inches. It's supposed to be 35 inches, but it's kind of short. I'm going to be trimming it out here, so it will be shorter. So after that, when you might have folded it, you can see this place is closed, but when you count this place is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are cutting both the front and the back, and you know that this butterfly bubu, you don't sew the shoulder. The shoulder is closed. Okay, so once you join this live, help me like this video, please. Help me like the video and drop a comment for me. So now the first thing I want to do is actually a very easy tutorial. So the first thing I want to do is to take the neck measurement. So the neck width I'm working with is 4 inches. You can work with 3.5 inches or 3 inches if you want. 3 inches, 3.5 is okay, but because this dress will not have a zipper or whatsoever, so I'm using 4 inches to make it easier to wear. So the neck width I'm working with is 4 inches, and the neck depth I'll be working with is 3 inches. So after that, just go ahead and connect the both lines together. So normally we are supposed to take our shoulder measurement and our sleeve length. My shoulder measurement is 7 inches, and when I mark it, from here I have about 15 inches remaining, so I'm going to use the whole of this. Okay, I won't be cutting it out. So the next thing I want to mark is the sleeve opening. So for the sleeve opening, I'll be marking 10 inches. So here I'm going to mark 10 inches here, and I'll mark 10 inches here as well. So now I'll go ahead and connect the line. I'll just draw a straight line. So now, before any other thing, I want to let you know that when you are cutting this butterfly bubu, you are cutting on the right side. So this is the right side of the fabric, because when we are sewing it, we are sewing from the right side. Okay, you are not sewing from the wrong side. Normally when you want to cut your dress, you are cutting from the wrong side, but for this particular type of dress, you are cutting from the right side because you are sewing from the right side. So this is the right side of the fabric I'm cutting. I'm marking. Okay, you are marking from the right side, not from the wrong side. So I'm marking on the right side now because I'll be sewing from the right side. So after I might have done marking the sleeve opening, the next thing is to mark my bust measurement. My bust measurement is 36. So go ahead and mark your bust measurement, divide by 4. So the bust measurement I'm working with is 36. Okay, for the sake of people that are just joining, let me explain how you are going to fold this dress if you are sewing your butterfly bubu. So first, yeah, folding it into two this way. You fold it into two. Okay, after that you take this edge to meet this other one. Okay, so after that, now what you have here is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, because this butterfly bubu dress, we are cutting both the front and the back together, and we are not cutting the shoulder open. Okay, the shoulder is closed. Now the next thing is to mark the sleeve opening, which I just marked 10 inches here. This is the sleeve opening here. I've already marked it here, 10 inches. Okay, so now on this sleeve opening is either you mark your bust measurement, divide by 4, or you mark your hip measurement. Whichever one you want to use, you use it. Okay, but for me, I'll be marking I can use my bust measurement and add extra inches. I can use my hip measurement. My measurement is 40. So when I divide it by 4, it will give me 10 inches. Okay. And when I mark that 10 inches, I can now go ahead and determine how many inches extra I want to add. Because it's a free dress, how many inches extra I want to add. So I can either add 4 inches or 3.5 inches. So, but I'm going to be adding 4 inches here, making it 14 inches. Okay, making it 14 inches. So the total this thing I have here is supposed to be 14 inches. I'm going to go ahead and adjust it. So you can see 14 inches is what I have here. Your hip measurement divide by 4, then plus extra 4 inches. You can go ahead and add 5 inches if you want. If you want it to be that big, you can add 5 inches, or you can add 6 inches, depending on how big you want your dress to be. So now after adding it 4 inches, I have 14 inches here. The same 14 inches I'm going to go ahead and mark till I get to the hemming part. Okay, so after that, I'm going to come here now. I'll come here as well and mark 14 inches. And I will mark 14 inches till I get to the hem line. This is 14 inches as well. And I will mark 14 inches here as well. So after that, I'm going to just join the lines together. I like using my short ruler, so I'm just going to draw a straight line like this to join the line. So now I'll be going to just trim this hemline to be equal, because it's kind of not equal. So I'm just going to trim out this one excesses to make it straight. So now I'm not going to sew till end, so I'll just add a little opening. So for that, I'm going to come up by 4 inches. So from here, I'm just going to measure 4 inches. So that means my stitching is ending here. So when I go to the sewing machine, what I will do is to sew from this point till this point. Okay, here will be open, and here will be the bubu. After, when you are done sewing, you can just go ahead and hem it all around. Just fold the mat by 2 and hem it, or if you have your hemming machine, you can just hem it through from down up. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So I'm cutting out only the neck opening. So now I'll go ahead and transfer all the measurements I have here over to the other side, because I'll be sewing on the right side. So when I open it up like this, so instead of opening it up and you miss the measurement, what you do is to just make sure it's arranged very well, to just flip it over like this. Okay, just flip it over like this. And when you flip it over, so you're going to start from here again to input all the measurements from this opening, to input all the measurements. So just the same thing that we did at the other side, I'll also be marking 10 inches as a sleeve opening. I'll mark 10 inches here. And also 10 inches here. And then draw a straight line. So we marked 14 inches all the way down. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark the same 14 inches. Remember, I'm marking from this place 14 inches, and I'll go ahead and mark 14 inches here as well, just to make the joint line straight. And 14 inches here as well. So now, like I did for the other side, I'm going to from here come up by 4 inches for the slit. Okay, so here is where I'll be stopping my sewing. So the same way, I'm just going to take the line down. So now when you want to start sewing, I'm just going to open it up this way. So when you open it up, it will look this way. Okay, so now you go to sewing machine, you sew from this point all the way down to where we marked our slit. And on this other side as well, you can see you sew. What is this one now? You sew from this point all the way down to where we have our slit. And after that, just go ahead and hem the neckline. Hem the neckline, hem the down part, and then also hem the side. And that's all. It is very, very simple. Thank you for joining my live. Help me like this video and drop a comment. Thank you.